through. You can make it if you believe. You've got the potentials living in you. You've got the power to succeed. You've got the power to achieve. You've got the power if you believe. Success power.
Welcome to Success Power. Many years ago, the Greeks had this culture that believed that the world was a place controlled by invisible forces. The culture was rooted in a lot of myths and had a lot of gods, and a lot of stories surrounding the evolution of those gods. And their society was not organized. It was disorderly, because the point was, whatever it was that you did, the gods could influence your outcome whichever way they liked. So there was really no point in planning. There was no point in trying to create order or to make things to work perfectly, because they would not work perfectly because of the influence of these gods. It was in the midst of all that that a man named Aristotle propounded a theory. He called it the principle of causality. And what he said was that the world was not as chaotic or unpredictable as people believed. He said that the world is very organized. It has very organized systems, and that the course of the world and the course of events were very highly predictable. In fact, you can sum up Aristotle's discovery to say that everything that happens has a cause. That's exactly what Aristotle was trying to say, that everything that happens in this world has a cause. He said that there is a law of cause and effects. Whatever you see happening is an effect. It has a cause. And he said that if you can find the principle that is controlling the experience, you can cause the effect to happen. Now, I need to point out that that was absolutely revolutionary. I mean, from having a culture that believes that anything can happen at any time, you really don't have control over the affairs of your life. It is invisible forces that control your life, to realizing that there's a reason for everything. There's a cause for every effect. You know what that means? Success is predictable. Your outcome can be predictable. That was a big shift in thinking that impacted not only Greece, but most of the Western world. It became one of the foundation laying blocks for Western civilization. The belief, the reality that there are principles that control our world. The reality that everything that happens for a reason. There is something that made it happen. The reality that we can have control over our results. we can have control over our achievements. We can have control over our outcomes. You know what it did? It gave people power. It put the responsibility on people to determine what they want to achieve and how and when they will achieve them. It helped man to discover his latent power, his potentials, God-given latent powers. And I'm telling you, from that time till now, about 2,000 years, mankind has progressed in leaps and bounds. See, one of the implications of this discovery by Aristotle is the fact that nothing happens by chance. Nothing happens by chance. I'll tell you that from my experience, discovering that can be revolutionary. There are cultures that believe in chance, or should I say luck. And the idea is that you have no control over your success, over your outcome. It's a matter of luck or chance. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't work. If you evolve from such a culture and you have a shift in your thinking to realize that everything that happens on this earth happens for a cause. Something was done to make it happen. When you have that shift in your thinking, it gives you power. Okay? It puts the balls in your court. And that was what happened to the Western world, most of the developed world now. The discovery of the law of cause and effect. What you want is an effect. I mean, you want to be able to earn $5,000 in a month, or $10,000 in a month, or 10,000 pounds in a month. Okay, that's an effect. You want to be healthy. That's an effect. See? You want to be famous. That's an effect. You want to be successful in business. You want to be a successful businessman or a successful woman. That's an effect. Or you want to become the prime minister or the president. That's an effect. For every effect, there is a cause. That's the implication of this principle. So today, I want us to explore this wonderful principle because I believe that it is empowering. There you are. You are about to discover that there are things you can do to turn your life around. And some of them are not big things. But know that God has put the power in your hands to literally change, to transform your life. So today, we are discussing the topic cause and effect. I'll be back after this break.
Success Power.
Welcome back. This is Success Power. I should remind you, the viewer, that Success Power is designed to let you know that God wants you to succeed. He wants you to achieve your aims. He wants you to turn out as expected. He wants you to achieve your goals. He wants you to live a fulfilled life. It can be very frustrating when you have no goals or you have goals, but you can't achieve your goals. Secondly, on Success Power, we help you to